to alcohol content. We are our second week into hunting season. You know, we got the attire going, except for these people, but we'll ignore that for now. Let's just get right into it. Who you drinking with? We got Ryan.
Howdy ho.
We got Rick.
Yo.
And today we got something special. This is a pretty fantastic bottle. Usually, hopefully it lives up to the name, but what do we got, boys?
We are doing the Remus Repeal Numero 7.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can't wait for next year when it's Ocho.
Oh,
ESPN the Ocho. but Remus the Ocho.
Which we've done videos. We have the previous 2 years of this.
Ding, ding, ding.
The 5 and 6. And we did a video on those. Go watch that if you want to see us compare those two.
Yeah.
So now we have the new one.
Let's
Hot
do
off
it.
the presses.
So this is Ross and Squibb, formerly MGPs, their own product. So it's, you know, they're known for their quality rye. This is a high rye mixture, if you will. So
Blend.
it's a mixture of like 5 different years and different percentages. And two of the about 50%, 47% is 36% rye. So that's high rye. And then the other half, or 53%, is 21% rye.
Which is still high
and
rye.
then yes, which is still high rye. And then they stagger in years. This isn't as old. They don't have as old a juice as the number 5 did, but I think they have a little bit older or more older juice than 6 did.
This says 6% of 6% of this bottle is 2007.
Okay, and I'll throw the percentages up on the screen.
Yeah,
so.
it's pretty cool. I mean, that's sort of cool. I like that.
Yeah,
and you don't get, we're not getting it for the bottle, but I am sort of an Art Deco sucker.
Yeah.
So I think that bottle's classy. With
definitely.
The
I
Art
just
Deco.
got back from Chicago recently, and all the Art Deco buildings
The
in there are
buildings,
just super
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
gotta love that Art.
Well, there
Deco.
you go.
I'm excited for this.
I'm super stoked.
Yeah, and you picked it up.
I did.
So I
So
appreciate that.
this is $99, folks.
Woo!
This is $99.95.
That's what you got it
that's
for.
what it was.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
To be fair, that's what it's been for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
I think we got 5. The 5. I think we actually got 5 in Montana for $89 or something.
Oh.
Like that.
Whoa.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Back in the pre-inflation days.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. So what are you guys smelling?
Ooh.
You smell that rye, boy.
Oh yeah, that rye jumps out at you.
You see it looking for me.
Yeah,
it's good.
That rye's not just sneaking around the campfire; it's jumping out of it.
It's certainly there, but there's like a candied.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Rich,
Yeah.
rich sweetness to it.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh man.
Getting a touch of
Which
citrus.
they're famous for the distillery is famous for all their ryes. So
The lagered away ryes. Yeah, long time ryes. There's a lot of companies that buy their distillate from Ross and Squibb.
Ooh. I just dove in.
Did you?
I want to dive in, literally.
Ooh. Okay. Kind of a fan here. It's not a really heavy flavor, but there's a spark of spearmint or some sort of mint. Right? Not totally back palate, but right as it starts to end, there's a little uptick in the mint.
Ooh.
This is really smooth. Like
Ooh.
really smooth.
Yeah, it's
That's-
100 proof, by the way. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that hitter. This is so good.
Like just straight down the pipe. Nothing offensive. The proof is really well balanced. The sweetness is well balanced.
It is big though.
It's a big boy.
It's a big profile.
Certainly, there's some cinnamon going on and some baking spices, but at the back end, I'm getting a hint of like cocoa, some chocolate or cocoa at the back end, very back end.
Yeah. I get that. Dark chocolate.
Yeah, something.
It's got a little bitter, but it's
I've just taken a real small sip, so
Yeah, this one is like, it's kind of interesting. It's not like blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind in how just easy going it is. It has a lot of flavor, but it's not a roller coaster or anything. It's just kind of like, it's like a low tide. That's what it is. The waves kind of are trying to, like, they come in, they slowly drag out. That's what it is. This is low tide.
Interesting. This reminds me of the last year's, the number 6, which is a pretty similar makeup. And I remember that being like this, very flavorful, sweet in the right spots. The proof carries through, and it's got a lasting finish. And I mean, I loved it last year. I love it this year.
Not too much wood.
No.
No.
And then
It's there, though. It's present. It's just not overpowering.
Yeah, the
anything.
back of the palate is much more calm. It's definitely there, but it's not like there's nothing super bitter or anything. It's it's light, and it kind of fades away, which is what's kind of what I'm having not an issue with, but what the experience I'm missing is that there's nothing that's like boom, bam, bam. There's no spikiness. This is all very well balanced.
Right. But that, I mean, it's kind of the same as like Four Roses bottles. It's not crazy spiky,
Yeah.
but it's just so well put together, and it has all the right components of it that I can't not love it.
It's well made.
Very well made.
Now it's not fair because it's been quite a while since I've had the 6 and this is the 7. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I think I like this one a little bit better than the 6. I'm picking up a little bit of that chocolate and that cocoa on the end that I don't recall from the 6. The Repeal
we're looking
6.
at the 6 right there. Staring at us.
But and I also, if I recall, when we did that episode, you guys liked the 6 maybe even better than the 5, if I remember right. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No. It was more in your face, which was kind of fun.
The 6,
but the 5 is better.
Yeah, the 5 I think is heads and not head and shoulders above, but the 5's better than this, if I recall.
Just older.
But I think I like this one a little bit better than the 6.
Yeah.
But it's many of those flavors that you get from MGP, Ross and Squibb. Let me throw this one out. If you don't like rye whiskey, would you like this? I mean, for any of our viewers?
I don't really think so. I think the rye is pretty prominent in this.
This is almost just basically a rye.
The rye comes through big.
Yeah.
So I would say that sweetness and the caramel tempers it a little bit, tempers the rye, but it tastes like the flavor profile is from the rye.
Yeah.
For sure.
But for our viewers who don't like rye, if you don't like rye, we got 5 reasons why you should drink rye. And you should go watch the episode up there. It'll be in the corner. Because you got to drink the rye. I mean, you're missing a whole palette of flavors that alcohol has to give you.
People are sleeping on rye for sure.
They're sleeping on Booker's and they're sleeping on rye. No more sleeping on.
Can't be doing either.
Yeah. All right.
I sort of feel, though, like with him saying it's like, this isn't firing off in any way. Because to me, it's not firing off crazily, but that I'm getting that orange and stuff from the rye. I'm getting baking spices from the rye. I'm getting there's some spice there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe on your hunting trip, maybe you were like sitting around the fire drinking some of old Uncle Dan's moonshine or something like that.
I was feeling it, and this is not hitting like that moonshine, but it's really good. It's a little bit better made, just a little bit more. So, as a person who has purchased this is the first time I've seen a Remus out in the wild. I actually picked it up today, so because it's a very heavy rye flavor, this is really good, and it's fun to collect. We got 5, 6, 7 now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going up against my heart, which is in ryes. And I can definitely get some better ryes for cheaper.
Than the $99 price point or whatever.
So it's a great bottle. It's very well made. And I think that's what the blend is, where it shines.
Yeah.
It shows skill. It shows craftsmanship. This is a beautiful bottle because, first of all, the art and the blending.
So would you go out and get another one? You've tasted it. Would you go get another one? I mean,
for the sake of collecting, I would. Well, wait, get another 7-year? No.
Okay.
I would get the next year.
Number 7. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, not 7.
So it's not going to keep you from getting Ocho.
No, I mean the bottle's super cool, and I'm a collector, but like I'm gonna go get Stellum Rye over this for sure.
Hot take.
That's a hot take. Yeah,
I mean, still find me a bottle for me that's going to beat Stellum Rye. I have not found it.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
So, all right, folks, let's wrap it up. you like the episode.
Wrap it up, B.
You subscribe because you want to see more content, and you comment. Have you seen this? Have you picked it up? I want to know what you think. Have you tasted the old ones? And you're like, actually, I'm only sticking with the old ones because new stuff sucks.
Or do you want to stick it to Austin and tell him that Stella and Rye can shove it?
Yeah, exactly. It seems like you guys hate me, so let's just keep going with that. That's great stuff.
Hop on that train.
Yep, you're
all
a
those
bourbon
comments
master.
are actually me.
That would make a lot of sense. They sound like you. Even the way they go, ha ha ha, loser, sounds like what you say to me after the episode. So, all right, folks, take it easy.